Greeting to Dr. Tracy, Anak Peter, and my beloved classmates. We are from Group 13 and we will be presenting about race and ethnicity, which is topic 3. Media shapes how we view ourselves and others, reinforcing or challenging stereotypes. Accurate portrayals promote illusions and empathy, helping build a more equitable society. So we use one article and one book. The article Knowing the Gurumba, wrote by Philip L. Newman, is an ethnographic study where he explored their culture, social structure, and how they balance their tradition with the external influences like colonization and modernization. This article says that media can often distort indigenous culture where it creates tension between culture and normal norms. For the positive impact, it portrays strengthened identity, while misrepresentation can erode it. For the second one, we use a book titled Media and Nation Building, How the Iban Become Malaysian, wrote by John Postil. So, it examines how state media help to integrate the Iban into Malaysia's national identity while promoting unity and reshaping their culture during nation building. In this book, John Postil explores how media portrayed Iban culture to integrate them into Malaysia's national identity. While promoting unity, these portrayals often simplified Iban cultures, but then the risk of it eroded cultural autonomy in the favor of modernization.
So now, I'm gonna talk about the article summaries. For John Postil's book, which named Mediums and Natural Building, How the Iban Become Malaysians, examines how medium technologies, including radio, television, and print, facilitate the integration of the Iban people of Sarawak into Malaysians' nationhood. The key argument is that medium play an important role in shaping modern Iban identities and aligning them with Malaysians' natural narrative. Through extensive fieldwork and historical analysis, Postil explore how Iban longhouses, traditionally autonomous entities, transform into medium-centric communities influenced by state ideologies. The three main findings include media as a tool of modernization, medium technology diffuse state ideas aligning Iban tradition with natural goal. Second, key point is cultural transformation. The adoption of clocks and mass media alter Iban time management and lifestyle, symbolizing a shift toward modernizing. And the last key point is natural building dynamics. The Iban experience reflects broader themes on how medium shape cultural integration during the natural buildings. This work underscores the interplay of communication, modernization, and identity in post-colonial societies. The second book, which is Knowing the Kurabas, it is a Philip L. Newman's book, ethnographic study of the Kuraba people in Papua New Guinea, provide an intimate look into their traditional village life and cultural practices. The book highlights the Kuruba unique social structure, belief, and vision, emphasizing their adaptation to environment challenges. Newman frames his narrative personal observation, offering reader a sympathetic and intimate perspective. The main points include cultural insight, detailed description of Kuruba custom, language, and daily life. The second main point is anthropological reflection, a glossary as readers are familiar with anthropological terms, making the study accessible to wider audiences. And the third main point is fieldwork challenge. Newman candidly discussed the pressure and adaptability requests for the effective and ethnography research. The book contributes to the understanding of the New Guinea diverse society and the method used in the cultural anthropologies.
Next, I would like to talk about how the media shapes identity, specifically through the lens of two cultural groups, the Gurumba and the Iban. While the media play a crucial role in amplifying cultural narrative, it often does so selectively, creating both similarity and differences in how these groups are portrayed. Let's start with the similarities. For both the Gurumba and the Iban, the media often highlights certain cultural elements, but at the expense of holistic representations. This selective focus tends to label both groups as exotic, tying them closely to traditional practices. For example, the Gurumba are frequently depicted with the narrative of isolation or as noble savages, emphasizing their perceived detachment from modernity. Similarly, the Iban are often portrayed in terms of their rich tradition, such as headhunting in historical contexts or as stewards of their rainforest, reinforcing an image of them as deeply rooted in nature. However, there are distinct differences in how the media frames each group. For the Gururumba, the focus tends to revolve around their relationship with nature, reflecting an anthropological curiosity about so-called untouched society. Their identity in the media is often tied to their harmony with the environment, almost as if they exist in a timeless bubble. In contrast, the Iban are portrayed with a more dynamic narrative. Media depictions blend their historical identity as fierce warrior with the modern transformations. Today, the Iban are recognized as contributors to Sarawak multicultural society, showcasing a balance between preserving traditions and embracing modernizations.
Next is the key question. We have found two key questions, which are: first, analyze the role of traditional media such as radio and television in shaping the ethnic identity of the Iban in Malaysia and the Gururumba in Papua New Guinea. How has this media platforms contribute to the formation of public perceptions of these ethnic groups, and to what extent have they reinforced or challenged national narratives in their respective countries? Second is, how has social media impacted the reformation of ethnic identity among the Iban in Malaysia and the Gururumba in Papua New Guinea, particularly among the younger generation? Compare the positive and negative effects of social media on preserving or altering the traditional cultures of both ethnic groups.
In conclusion, result of Gurumba and Iban analysis. Gurumba and Iban analysis have three main findings, such as media as a tool of modernization, cultural transformation, and nation-building dynamics as a result of media and nation-building. The Gurumba has a difference in the role of media in shaping identity with the Iban, because media plays a role in influencing the Gurumba identity, which has different traditional elements from Iban. Media users in Gurumba will reflect their identity through nature, tradition, and custom. For Iban culture, they combine their heroic identity and transformation in modern world. From identity of Iban as an important component in Sarawak multi-ethnic culture. These differences show how important the media is in forming, in interpreting culture identity both races.